anime editor to fashion student to now YouTube, the Brie lore with visuals. With visuals. If you don't know me, my name is Brie. My government name is Bridget. I'm just another human, just living the human experience, doing whatever I want. Period. Let me get straight into it though. I feel like my becoming of my personality starts on Vine. It starts on Vine. Back in, I wrote down 2014 to 2019. I was them bitches who was making anime edited. I was one of them bitches who was making anime edits. Anime edits. Example A. Example B of more recent work. Recent. Bear me. Okay, is she ready? I'm a scooper. I came with curtains. I have a dot on buying a baby Birkin. For the good. Yup. I feel like my years, my years in like 2014, 2019, and I was like high school age. It was very iconic. It's so iconic. Like, I love those years. I met so many nice people there. I met some weird people on there. But for the most part, it was cute. It was real cute. I was in the era where people were creating like editing groups, and it was very collaborative. It was very social. I, you know, were friends with people who were like 10 years older than me. But it felt like a family. It really felt like a family. And everyone was so nice. There was other Filipino people there too. People in Hawaii, in the US, in Europe. Those times are like very special to me though. Because shout out to Alex. But I have made like really close friends, like my friend Alex. I swear to God, I will lie on my soul that I grew up with him. Like, that was my internet childhood. Imagine having TikTok as your internet childhood. I had Vine as my childhood. Period. But I met amazing people along the way. I lost people along the way, but it just be like that. But yeah, that said, socially, I was surrounded by a bunch of American people, and we would call every single day. They would call me after school. I would call people before school for hours on the weekend. Fuck yeah, hours. We're just chilling, just editing. People are just playing games together. I'm just vibing here as per usual. Don't get me wrong, that was also like a very traumatic experience because if you know, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. That is still such an iconic time of my life. And yeah, that's the reason why I sound so American. That's the wrong word. I was imprinted. Not imprinted, but I was just around so many American people. My partner back then was American as well. And then somehow I just ended up sounding like them. I have not stepped one foot in America yet. I sound like them. I can get away with them. Bitch, I got fucking scammed in the UK because I sound like them. Anyways, that's another story. But I also feel like that stage of mine was my phase one of being an extrovert, which will allow me to do the things that I did and am doing right now. Shout out to all those people that I met then, who I am still connected to now, and who are just, just watching from behind the scenes now. I appreciate everybody because in some small shape or form, they really have had an impact on me then and how I am now. Fast forward, Vine dies. I jump on YouTube. It works out for a little bit. I can't handle editing on my fucking potato ass Mac thick ass fucking laptop. I stopped editing. Just because of that. Like, girl, I was on my phone and then I jumped to AE, and next thing you know it, I finished high school, and now she's a fashion student, specifically fashion marketing. Don't get me wrong, I don't do the designing, I do the marketing, but I'm still obviously I'm still very involved in the fashion world. So she a fashion student or whatever. This next phase of mine, being a fashion student, entering uni, trauma, trauma. Like, when I tell you I had to fight for my life to be in this course. Also, I hope I'm not like covering my mouth too much with this. My fault. But girl, when I tell you, not really, like, I'm exaggerating, but I had to fight for my life to like take this course because there was like nothing else that I wanted to take. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind going to uni, but I'm not about to do like fucking. I'm not trying to become a nurse. I'm sorry, that was not my calling on this earth. Not this universe. I was not meant to be a nurse. I said my only interest overall was literally fashion, but context, I knew nothing about fashion. Yeah, I didn't know anything about like fast fashion, high fashion. I didn't know no models, no designers like that. I simply had an interest and a like for dressing up, wanting to dress up. Even though I dress like this, yeah, I was just curious. Like, fashion sounds fun. There's only like a few options of like marketing, fashion marketing, and whatnot. And then, shout out to Collards. I don't know if it was an ad or I was just looking on like some school website for courses, but I saw that Collards had a fashion marketing subject, and I'm like looking through the topics on like what they do and whatnot, and I'm like, this is perfect. And until I started my course, I didn't know it was going to be the best decision of my life. Emphasis on fighting for my life again. None of my family really understood why I would be doing this. Obviously, it's not a safe option. Also, they just didn't understand what fashion has to offer. But then again, free will. So I applied. And girl, I'm so lucky. So fucking lucky. All I had to do was do an interview and just talk, and like bam, I'm in. No HR, no portfolio, nothing. Also wanting a new set of friends and connections, because I love a couple people from my old high school, but like bitch, I went to a all white high school. Do I need to say anything else? That then created my iconic Hinge phase. And when I tell you 90% of my friends now are literally from Hinge. And I love them all to death. 90%, I swear to God. 90, I can even confidently say 95% of them are from Hinge. Oh my God. But my intention for Hinge was obviously to make new friends in my city, and then had a whole phase. So I was just having fun. When I reflect back on my Hinge phase, a bitch was like, one time I went out, I think 3 times in a week to meet 3 different people. That was crazy. But one of them's my best friend now, and the other two, I think one of them I still connected to. I don't know who the third one was, but I have so many Hinge stories. Oh my God. Don't sponsor me, Hinge, but I also met my mans on Hinge. I was in a mindset where I was saying to myself, whatever happens, happens, in a good way. You know, if you're down, I'm down. Whatever happens, happens. Like, I'm just here for fun. Another thing is that during my whole like uni experience, trauma came up. Trauma. So that said, I also went to therapy for the first time because a bitch was about to die, or she felt like she was dying. I went to therapy, and then I finished therapy, like my last session. A part of me really healed from my family issues, and I just had more clarity. And honestly, that was what I was after. I don't want to get into that because it's heavy, but I would talk about it, but just not now. I achieved my goals of having new friends, new circles. Bitch, I was even using Hinge to network. Did it work? Of course it worked. Of course it worked. Duh. Duh. Despite my family not understanding what I was doing, let alone not really supporting me. I mean, my mom and dad supported me, but they weren't in the country at that time. The only people who I wanted to come to my graduation. And then I cried when I got home from my graduation because I just felt so like empty. It was tough. Like, obviously, I was doing this for me. I'm going to pay it myself. I hope I don't pay it because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Everything was meant to be. I was meant to go to therapy. I was meant to like let it out. I was meant to go to this school because now I'm more open-minded. I'm more self-aware. I am more I'm more fun. I'm more extroverted, confident. So many good things came out of that. And it just tops all the bad things. Like all the crying, all the throwing up. That was just a good life experience. And I don't regret a thing. Fast forward, now we're here. Post graduation, what are some things that I did? I said to myself that I would just stick to having fun, experiment with areas in fashion. The one area that sparked my interest and that was just like really fun and just like hit all the things that like stimulated my brain was creative direction. Things that I imagine, I made it into reality. I get to work with people that I really like my friends. I'm the type of person that will like bring people together and we will just like they'll talk, but in this case like we're working on a project collaboratively, even though it's not side by side. It's like something like you just pass it on to the next person and they kind of make it better and better for like the entire group and whatnot. The way I would describe creative direction is that I create a scene, an idea in my head, and then I get the people who can help me turn it into something real. Obviously, this is all for fun, all freelance. Like, there was no like, I'm gonna send it to this like business or whatever, or like brand, and they're just gonna like share it. It's literally all for fun. And I love doing it every single moment. I'm still with my mans from the UK. We're still long distance. That said, I took a solo flight to London back in March last year to go meet him. Best experience. It was so amazing. It's not even about him. It's not even about him. I'll be so real. It's just the experience in themselves that I took myself to the other side of the fucking world to not only meet him, but just everything that just happened on that trip was so fulfilling. It was amazing. Like another example of things that were meant to be, and I was so fulfilled. Like the first time ever, I was so fulfilled post trip because I just felt so like free. Context: in December of the past year, before my London trip, I was going through a creative burnout. And oh, girl, that was tough. That was tough to admit because I had people relying on me. I was in the project, but I had to just put everything down because I couldn't think. And obviously, since then, I took like a break until March, like, just wasn't creating like my photo shoots and like freelance stuff. That I also started my own like bracelet business on a whim. I got keychains, I got like bracelets. I also find like my bracelets like really stimulating because everything is so colorful. Yes, buy my stuff at Buy Bree on Etsy. Please and thank you. I ship worldwide, period. I also started making more fashion videos for fun. Why don't I just make it into a waist chain? Just styling, get ready with me's and whatnot. I think for the future of that, I'm not gonna take that as seriously. Casual thing that I will just, see where it takes me. I feel like my personality is very, we use the word like multi-potentialite, multi-creative. I just don't imagine myself doing one thing. Really be doing my creative hobbies in phases, and this phase just happens to be like making bracelets, making outfits, and now YouTube. So why the fuck am I doing YouTube? In a way, this is a really good platform for me to pursue this thought that I've been constantly having. One thing that I always tell myself is that I want to be an example for someone, for anybody, for whoever sees me and resonates with what I do. It inspires them and it encourages them to do their own thing. I feel like I have the potential to be that. A lot of people, a lot of my friends already do tell me that just me traveling and posting my stuff, I've also inspired them. And shout out to the people who actually message me and tell me in person that, they notice that I'm posting these things and that it also encourages them to post. And also just people asking for my help or just opinions on like how to do things related to reels or editing. Like, I appreciate you because I'm here to help. I'm here to help. But yeah, I really do feel like making videos on YouTube could be a good way of showcasing this, because I feel like I have so much potential. I have so much, bitch. I have so much personality to show. I'm finally exiting out of my fucking hibernation that I've been in since November of last year or October. I don't even know. But girl, it is just way too quiet. It is way too quiet right now. And there's so many things. I literally, I'm not joking. I've been waiting for this year. I've been waiting for this fucking year. I don't know why. And now it's here. And my word of the year is literally action. So it's time. Everything is aligned. Everything is meant to be. Everything is meant to happen. What already has happened, what will happen. Everything is meant to be. And right now, I feel like everything will just continue to go up. Everything will just continue to go up. Continuing off being an example for people, I also feel like I should open up my advice to a wider community. Because, girl, when I tell you I'm the friend, I'm that advice friend. When someone is going through it, whether they just need me to listen or to give opinions or they need help, like, I'm that person. And I feel like I do give valuable information through personal experiences or just being self-aware and things like that, at least in my case, shouldn't be limited to just my friends. I have so much insight that I am so happy to share with the world, because a bitch be spitting. Girl, I be spitting. I really envision my YouTube to be more just Bree talking. If I can't see you in person or you can't call me, watch my video. Just watch a recap. Like, this is what Bree would say. This is what Bree would do. You know what I mean? In summary, I really feel like a calling to YouTube is like occurring right now, where I would use this platform to show people and be the example for anything, for everything, and to also share my advices and my opinions. I really want to share my experiences. I really want to give back to my community. So I hope you stick around. I hope it's giving what it's giving. And yeah, that is my Brie lore of being an anime editor to fashion student to freelance creative to now YouTube. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the year. I'm so excited what YouTube can do for me. Quote before I leave, the quote that I found that just resonated so much, and it's only been not even like 2 weeks of January, is that you just need to start walking. I'm not in no rush to do anything, but I don't have time to experience analysis paralysis. I just simply need to start walking. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you fuck with my energy. Yes.